Hey guys, Murphy Slater here, and today I'm going to be talking about basically meta predictions, but meta predictions for March. And I know it seems kind of early for that, but we're not really that far away. It's already October. It's going to be November soon. You only got about 6 months. So basically, the trend that I've been seeing, and the trend, I'm sure that you people have been seeing, or at least some of you, is that water monsters have been getting a lot of support this format. They just came out with the Atlantean structure deck. Oh, they kind of like sneak previewed the Atlantean structure deck in Return of the Duelist with the first Atlantean guy. They brought out like some fish support before that. Okay, so let's go forward a little bit. In Abyss Rising, there will be mermails, some more sea serpent support, and random monsters, and Mulan Glace. And Mulan Glace is basically the big earth monster. I mean, the big water monster, but like he's basically like Grand Soil but water. So that gives earth and water some like newfound support, basically. Earth had gotten a big support up until this point. Now they're doing water, and next they're going to be doing fire. Basically like they're giving unplayed or unfavored elements or attributes support that didn't really have it for a long time. You would go, oh, I wish I could play an earth deck, but there's so little support for it. Oh, I really want to play a water deck, but all the support sucks, or all the monsters aren't really that great. Oh, I wish I could play fire, but whatever. Just keep going. Wind is probably the last one that they're gonna do, and then they'll probably go into light and dark again. But so basically, Earth just got Yugiohs. Earth has had a really good monster support. Didn't have a lot of trap and spell support, but they got some pretty cool stuff recently. They just got Grand Soils. That's like Earth's boss monster. Water just got Atlanteans. They just got that new Call the Atlanteans card. It's really powerful. They have Salvage and I think Submerge, I think it's called, or the one with the submarine coming up. They have Water Art Aoi, I think it's called. Basically, it's hand disruption. A lot of stuff. Fish. Moray of Greed, just all sorts of water support up until this point. Now they have the Atlantean structure deck that gives you a lot of really good water monsters, and the mermails are coming out that are going to give you more water monsters that kind of work with the Atlanteans and Mulan Glace. So now after that they're going to have fire, and basically fire has been sitting on the back burner for a little bit and haven't really gotten a lot of support. In Japan, people are playing Lavels. Lavels are top tier. Lavels are just destroying the meta. Lavels are just like super fast, wind up fast. You get your 2-card combo in and jump your dudes. They make Quasar really easily. They have their Laval synchro that does something pretty cool. You can make Exceeds. Laval Chain just came out and dual terminal for us. He's really powerful. So there's a lot of cards that are coming out for fire now that are like kind of sneaking in, and people aren't really noticing because they're paying attention to the current meta. They're paying attention to YCSs and regionals and stuff. And so these attributes are becoming more powerful under your noses, basically. And then by the time March rolls around, people will be playing Earth, Water, and Fire decks. And what will give Fire the strength to be a meta deck will be the Lavels when they come into full strength, when they come out with Hidden Arsenal 7. And Hidden Arsenal 7 will probably be out by March. It'll probably be out by March because the last few Hidden Arsenals have come out 6 months apart. So Hidden Arsenal 4? No, Hidden Arsenal 5 came out in December. Hidden Arsenal 6 came out in July. And I wouldn't be surprised if by the March ban list, it'll come out in March, like right after the ban list comes out, so nothing on it can get hit until September. Basically Laval monsters, and I think there's like some warriors coming out in the set after Abyss Rising that are like fire warriors or something like that. So that's another fire type, support monster. And they'll probably have some support cards that are fire type or whatever. And yeah, so basically my predictions for the meta, what the meta will be like come March, will be Earth, Water, and Fire decks. I mean, sure, people will still continue to play, meta decks, and people will continue to play, try to make chaos work and chaos dragons and all that. But don't be surprised if by March there's so much earth, fire, and water decks running around, and those are the decks to contend with, especially, Mermail, Atlantean decks, and Laval decks. Earth, still has, some time to establish itself, basically. But, Jeff Jones Psychics, Yugioh, or not Yugioh, Karakuri Machines, and, like, anything else under the sun that you can think of are doing pretty good. So, Earth has basically been established, in my mind, with Jeff Jones Psychic. Next, the Water Monster. We'll see what water decks do. I mean, there's so many options with Call of the Atlanteans and so much water recursion cards, and I don't really know the fire stuff, but basically, the main point I was getting to is that I guess Shriek had revealed the effect of the Fire Elemental Lord. Now, the Fire Elemental Lord hasn't been shown, the picture. I don't know when it's going to come out. It may come out in Tachyon, whatever, after the set after Abyss Rising. So 3 sets away, basically. But, let me see, hold on. I have it pulled up here. So, basically, Abyss Rising comes out for us in November. And then Cosmo Blazer comes out for us in January. And then Lord of Tachyon Galaxy. I don't know when that's supposed to come out. It's supposed to come out in February for Japan. So, let's see. November, 3 months away. February, March, April, May, probably. So May for us, we might see the Elemental Lord, Fire. Unless he becomes a promo, then whatever. But his effect is basically Ring of Destruction. So there's kind of a pattern with these guys, with the Elemental Lords. Basically, the Earth one was Monster Reborn. So I wouldn't be surprised if Monster Reborn went back on the ban list. They brought back Premature, and Monster Reborn, we have Monster Reborn in monster form. And that's another thing I want to talk about, but I'll talk about that later in another video. Basically, balance in the game and bringing back ban cards in monster form. So the other monster they brought out is Mulan, or are going to bring out is Mulan Glace. Mulan Glace basically is the Lincoln Duo, but more balanced in monster form. And, Pompeii, the Fire Elemental Lord, is Ring of Destruction in monster form. So Pompeii is actually kind of like a nod to Pompeii. It's a volcano, very popular volcano that basically wiped out, a bunch of people. So there you go, some history. Anyway, so basically that's all I have to say about that. It looks like they're trying to support unsupported attribute types, and that should be interesting. That's pretty cool. I'm really interested in seeing what they do for the wind type, because wind seems so weak. Like even the Gustos, you have the Gustos and you have Mist Valley dudes, and and you have the Harpies for like the longest time. It seems like they just don't do anything. Like the best wind monster I can think of is Ryza. So I mean, like, and maybe Dark some more because it counts as wind. But I mean, like, it would be really interesting to see what they do for wind. So yeah, basically in the comment section below, tell me what you think about, what the future meta will be by March. If you think I'm on the right track with Earth, Wind, Water, and Fire with Elemental Lords and the support that they've been giving him, or you think that it'll be basically kind of the same. Hit the like button if you liked the video, hit the subscribe button to see when I put out new videos, and thanks for watching.